All right, welcome in, hockey fans in the desert Southwest. As you can see from the view behind me, we're here in beautiful Las Vegas at UNLV morning skate. Before you guys get ready to take on a adventurous trip down to Frisco, Texas, but I've got the general manager with me, Z Con. Z, first of all, congratulations on getting into the tournament. Second of all, what's that trip going to be like?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, we don't have to travel to Ohio this year. It's a little bit closer to home. The guys are, working hard. They're ready to go. It's a quick trip to Dallas, and see what happens from there. We start on Thursday morning.
So you guys get that morning game, the 10:30 game. I know it's tough as a player and as a coach to prepare the guys for that, but what's the psyche involved in that? Is there anything special you have to do to be ready for a 10:30 a.m. start?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's kind of the norm, right? We're on the ice every morning at 7:45, so not much changes for us. Time change wise, it really ends up being the same thing for us. So we've been doing this all year long. 7:45 in the morning. It's I think it's a 2-hour difference anyway, so that's 9:45. So we're pretty much ready to go at 10 o'clock that day. So we're looking forward to it.
So you guys prepared yourself all season long. You've been there as a player and as a GM now. So how do you prepare the guys to play five games in 6 days?
I think we've been working up to it all year long. We did a tournament in Chicago where we had to play a handful of games to win that tournament, which was a good boost for us. We did in January where we played 4 games in 5 days through Arizona, between Arizona State and U of A. Those are 4 tough games. So we've been ramping up for this type of tournament all year long, and I think they put the work in. So now it's time to get out there and play the games.
What's the mood been like at UNLV and around the city with you guys going to your second national tournament?
Yeah, the support's been great. We've had great support all year long. We've had people showing up to our practices. The community loves to be a part of this. They love a group of winners. The kids have been out there in the community. Like I said, the support's been great. They walked the St. Patty's Day parade yesterday as part of the group of the Grand Marshal with the fire department. So again, I think that the community's behind us, and it goes to show how much has changed over the last few years here.
That was going to be my next question. I saw you guys when you were in the very, very early stages of building this program, and what you've done over the last 3 years is pretty incredible in my book. But what's it been like taking those steps and taking it step by step?
Yeah, every year is different, right? We have a different group every year. It's been, trying to build off each season, right? We want to go another step further this year. Obviously, we still have to play the games, but the goal is always to be at the national tournament and continue our process as far as building a culture off the ice. So, I think we're doing that. It's been a lot over the last 4 years, but I think that everybody's pretty happy where we're at.
The schedule you guys have played has kind of set you up for this, right? You've not shied away from anybody. You played all the strongest teams you could find. I know that was by design, but right now with the regular season over with, do you feel comfortable with where you're at?
Yeah, I think things are going well. We got to work hard still. It's not done yet. We had a good schedule. We had a lot of tough games, a lot of character building games as well. We lost a few games we probably shouldn't have lost, but at the end of the day, those are all things that we learned from. Hopefully, learning from each experience. But yeah, we got some work to do.
Okay, so let's talk about the team in general. How are things going health-wise? Is everybody ready to go? What's your thoughts as you enter into a long trip?
Yeah, I think overall everybody's ready to go. We've battled through the normal bumps and bruises of a season overall, but the group's ready to go. I know they're excited to get out there and play the games.
Z, I appreciate your time as always. Good luck down there in Frisco, Texas, and we'll be following along the whole way.
Appreciate it.
All right, welcome in, hockey fans of Desert Southwest. We're still here in Vegas. It's UNLV preview day as they prepare for a national tournament trip again. Second year in a row for the Division I program. I got head coach Anthony Vigneri-Greener with me. And coach, what's it like? Year 2, what did you learn last year and what will you bring this year?
Well, that's one thing we've been preaching to the kids is experience. So I got a group of guys that's been there before. Last year we went there not knowing what's going to go or how's it going to go or what's the atmosphere like. But this year we got a group of kids that are returning so they can lead the way. But exciting times. This was one of our goals, make the national tournament again, reach that, so let's try to make a run now.
You guys have been preparing all year long for what it's going to be like, but can you really prepare for five games in 6 days?
No, you really can't. We had that long trip that we planned in Arizona where we would do, we did ASU and played 2 games, had a night off, then played U of A for 2 days. So kind of try to prep them for that. We did really good on that trip. but there's no really preparing for that. That's just nutrition right there. You got to take care of your bodies, and it's going to be a war, that's for sure.
So anybody that looks at the brackets on that has to look at it and go, how in the world did UNLV get stuck playing the morning game at 10:30 on a Thursday of all things? What's it like? I know you guys practice early anyway like we are today, but it's a little different trying to be game ready at 10:30, right?
Yeah, it's something new, but adversity, anything, nothing's easy in life. So, but the one good thing, like you mentioned, we practice at 7:45 in the morning every morning. So we're used to getting up early. So I think that the time won't be too much of an effect for us.
So talk about your first round opponent. What do you expect out of them?
Don't know much about them. We watched a little bit of film. We know their systems. I know they're going to come hard. They won their division. Our message to the boys for the first game is just play our game, our style, our tempo. Let them play at our level, and we'll go from there.
For those that haven't seen UNLV hockey, what is that style? What do you guys like to do on the ice? Where's your strength?
We like to get north. Our D are very active, get into play, have our D be F4, jump, always moving, and let's just go north with the puck right away. All high-paced, cycling the puck down low and creating some opportunities.
Like every team, you've had to battle through some injuries and lost some players and some man games here and there, but overall, how are you feeling right now as we look into a game in just 4 days?
Right now, we're a little bit hurt. It's going to, see tomorrow morning. They all see the doctor before we leave to get cleared. We've got 3 kids on concussion protocol, 3 kids that would be in the lineup, but you can't risk their safety. So we'll just see what the doctor says and go from there, but I got plenty of confidence in the guys that would step in.
Obviously, your goaltenders have been your strength all season long. What do you expect on the goaltender rotation, or are you going with one right now?
Nothing's set in stone right now, but I feel like whoever we choose, I'm going to run with. And if it's Benny, he did a hell of a job last year where we won the first game and then he stood on his head the second game. So I kind of expect our goalies to do the same thing for us to keep us in each game. So
when you look at last year, you guys made the trip to Ohio. This year it's in Texas. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, definitely. The facility that we're playing at is state of the art, unbelievable. They put a whole bunch of money into it. I sat in the meetings in the summer when they decided on the place, and there's restaurants around and a mall, and so it would be something new and exciting for each team that's going there. It's not just Ohio, and we don't have to travel to Ohio, so it's a bonus for us.
Yeah, exactly. A little warmer too, I bet.
Yeah, a lot nicer too.
I think if I remember correctly, last year you guys battled a little snow while you were out in Ohio.
Oh yeah. Every team dealt with it, but I'm just glad that we're all going to somewhere nice.
All right, I want to first of all commend you guys on what you've done over the last 4 years. It's been an incredible run at this point, but summarize it for me. What's it like from that very first time that I met you outside while you were trying to build this program, and we talked off the ice level, but now to see where you're at, is this kind of the game plan? This is where you thought you'd be?
Yeah, it's moving a lot faster than we thought it would be, honestly, but over the last 2 years, everybody's done a hell of a job. Z's done a hell of a job. Artie, Nick's done a great job recruiting. We brought in Jeff. He helps out with recruiting. So it's a kind of team effort. I know it's cliche to say, but everybody just chipping in. But now the sky's the limit for this group. Next year, just looking at next year, we got a huge core group of guys coming back. It's the most guys we're having back so far in my 4 years since I've been here. So we got a great start. We already have 3 kids committed already, D3 transfers. So, like I said, the sky's endless, and it's success as a group.
Everybody wants to push you into that NCAA level at some point in time. I know that would be probably the ultimate goal, but is it important for you to win an ACHA D1 National Championship first?
Yeah,
or do you just want to compete?
No, I want to win at this level. I know everybody says that, but I want to win a national championship at this level, and then whatever happens after that, then that happens. If it goes NCAA Division I in 3 years, then it does it. If it doesn't in 5 years, but until that, I want to win.
All right, Coach. I appreciate it. Good luck this weekend, and 5 games, 6 days. It's doable.
100%.
All right, welcome in hockey fans in the Desert Southwest. UNLV practice is just completed as you prepare for ACHA trip to another D1 National Tournament. This time it's in Texas. I've got defenseman Boss Asaf with me. Boss, congratulations first of all making the trip. It's not an easy thing to do when you have to play your way all season long, is it?
No, it's definitely not. Thank you first and foremost as well. It's a long road, a lot of games in such a short period. It goes by really quickly, so it's definitely draining on the body and definitely makes you a little bit tired. So.
You've been here for a little while now. You saw what the program was like at the D2 level. You've seen the jump. Did you expect this quickly?
No, definitely not. I mean, jumping up in the rankings real quickly our first year was definitely something that I expected out of the talent we had last year, but I never would expect it out of a new program. This year as well, we had a lot of good talent, and we made a jump up real quickly. Unfortunately, our second half wasn't as good, but we still have the potential to make it very far this upcoming national trip.
So last season you made the trip to Ohio for the national tournament. This year it's in Frisco, Texas. Excited? Looking forward to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a change of pace from Ohio. Going to last year was in Columbus. My first year was also in Columbus, so it's definitely gonna be nice to go somewhere different than Columbus. That's for sure.
So as you prepare for the unlucky draw, as I call it, I don't know if it's unlucky or if you guys are ready for it, because you practice early anyway. You're playing a 10:30 a.m. game to start things off. You got to win 5 games in 6 days. We all know blah blah blah, right? But you still got to go out there and just do it on the ice. Is that how you guys are taking it?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, we take it day by day. I mean, it doesn't matter what time the game's at. We're going to come and do our best. We're going to work hard, and, you know, hopefully we can come out with some W's. The earlier game just means we'll get a longer break for the next game.
For those that don't know, tell us about UNLV hockey this year. What's it mean? Where's your strength? Where do you get success?
We're definitely a hard-working team. We've always has been. We've got a lot of speed, a lot of smaller guys. But, I mean, our speed's definitely our asset. We have a lot of all-around talent, you know. We have good chemistry this year. So I think that's definitely a positive with our team.
And we can call you guys champions now because you went to Chicago and won a championship, right? So does that do anything for the confidence, or were you guys ready to play no matter what?
I mean, for me, I mean, the only championship I'm thinking of is that national one. But, I mean, you can see it how you want. There's some guys that call us a championship team. I definitely see it as you only win the national championships or you aren't a champion.
You know, for most teams, it all starts in goal. You got a couple of good goaltenders. You see a lot of them playing defense. But talk a little bit about the strength of your goaltenders and how important they're going to be for you guys moving forward.
I mean, our goalies have always been the backbone of our team. You know, Benny coming in last year, and then the year before that we got Swede with us. So, I mean, they've always been the backbone since they've came in. We just got to play around them, and I'm sure we can come out with some victories.
So last year the Golden Knights took that jump, got to the Stanley Cup Finals. Do you guys feel like kind of one-up them and actually take home a championship before they do?
I mean, it would sure be nice to show them what we got, that's for sure. You know, considering this is their rig too, I mean, I think it'd be just right if we came home with a championship as well.
Boss, get it done in Frisco, Texas, and we'll be following you all the way. Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome in, folks. Hockey fans of Desert Southwest. We're still at UNLV practice. We're talking a little bit preview for the ACHA D1 National Tournament in Frisco, Texas. Sean Polonsky is with me. Sean, welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
Another defenseman. I asked for forwards. They gave me defenseman. What does that mean about the UNLV hockey team?
You know, I just think it shows how important the defense is on this team, and I think the boys really rally behind good defense and good goaltending. So.
I can tell by watching practice you guys are a close-knit group. You've already won a championship in Chicago. Mm-hmm. What's it going to mean to get down to Texas and come home with the big trophy?
You know, I think that would mean a lot for this community and a lot for this organization, and obviously it would be great for us. You know, it would be pretty enjoyable, but we're just going to have to take it one step at a time and play our best every game and hope for the best.
Talk about a California kid playing hockey in Vegas.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, did you think this is where you were going to end up?
No, honestly, never knew I wasn't really sure where I was going to end up, but you know, through the hockey world, you find out about a few things, and luckily I was fortunate enough to find out about this gem here in Vegas. So
you went to the national tournament last year. You got a little of your experience there. Now you're coming back as seasoned vets. But you got a tough road, right? You got a 10:30 a.m. start, and then you got 5 games in 6 days to win it all.
Yeah.
What's the mindset in the locker room?
You know, I think this is the time to bear down and play our best hockey. I think it's time to buy in and just play our systems that we know will work. And if we do that, I think we'll be very successful at this tournament. You
know, the trips that you guys have taken to Chicago, New York, playing on hostile environments, is that going to help you this weekend, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty used to it by now. I mean, our home crowd is pretty awesome, so we're used to a lot of noise. But we played a lot of good road games with some serious crowds, so I think we'll be ready for it. I just think it'll take us a couple shifts to get those pre-game nerves out, but once I think we're dialed in, we'll be ready to go.
Talk about playing in Las Vegas with all the excitement of the Golden Knights that they brought last year. I just asked one of your other defensemen about what it'll be like to get that national championship trophy here first before they bring a cup here.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. I mean, obviously with the inclusion of the Golden Knights in the NHL, it's done so much for this community. And it's also, I mean, obviously it's helped us so much with all the attention with hockey in the city. And, you know, I just think bringing a trophy home would just increase the popularity and just get the sport to more kids around the world.
So when we look at playing ACHA D1 hockey, first of all, the competition level, in your opinion, where's it at?
Honestly, it's better. I wasn't sure what to expect, but after playing it for 2 seasons, it's some serious competition. So you definitely have to bring your A game or else you might get embarrassed out here. So it's definitely good competition.
And then talk about the schoolwork, the transition, the pay-for-play type thing. It's not an easy job for you guys, right? It's a full-time deal.
Yeah, it can be stressful at times, but the coaches are really helpful with making sure we have time off to make sure we get our schoolwork done and stuff like that. And so it's definitely difficult, but I mean, it's just something that you have to do and you have to put your mind to it. But we're just fortunate enough to get out here and do it every day.
I'm going to wrap it up with giving you a chance to do a little sales pitch to any prospective players that want to come to UNLV. Why should they come here? What are they going to get when they get here?
Well, you come to UNLV, you're going to win hockey games and you're going to have fun. And that's what it's all about.
That's exactly what it's all about. Sean, good luck this weekend. Go get 5 wins in 6 days and bring that cup back here.
Awesome. Thank you very much.